The stock market fell sharply on Friday, dropping 600 points.
Yeah, and our Jennifer Zucker spoke to an expert to find out how people can navigate the economic turbulence. Jennifer.
I spoke with a financial advisor with the Ford Financial Group who says people investing for the long run need to buckle up and handle these ups and downs.
As we've gotten some economic data here recently, most recently with the jobs report on Friday, it's starting to look like we may not be able to avoid a recession.
Taking a look back to the market before Friday, Brian Ullman says the market was doing very well, in particular with investments in AI technology. Now, many are worried a recession may be on the horizon. Financial expert Brian Ullman says investors should get ready for a bumpy ride.
I think the worry is that it's going to spread, and that if you've been job hopping the last few years because the job market has been really tight and you can find a new job for a $5,000 raise or something along those lines, you might need to be a bit worried because it could be the last one in is the first one out.
He says recessions are as much about job security as they are the stock market, and there are many steps people can take to feel secure in the economy's current state.
Stock market's going to do its thing, but when we're headed into a recession, the things you need to do are batten down the hatches. You need to make sure that you have your savings account in order. You need to make sure that you're reducing debt or your debt servicing is as low as possible. You want your financial house in order personally so you can weather the storm.
He also says interest rates in relation to housing will be lower.
I think what we're seeing here, as far as it relates to housing, is that if you're borrowing to buy a house, your rates in the next, well, almost immediately, but certainly in the next 3 or 6 months are going to be lower than they are today or were yesterday.
Ullman says if you have saved and are borrowing and your job is safe, this is a good time to buy the house you've been waiting to buy. But if you want to refinance your mortgage, he says this may not be the best time to do so.
Rates have started to come down, but they've just begun. I think a general rule of thumb for refinancing your home is that if you're able to lower your rate by a full percent, then you can start doing the math and see if that makes sense for you. And we're probably not quite there yet.
Ullman says to hang in there because things could be tough, at least in the short term. In the studio, Jennifer Zucker, KC24 Local News That Matters.